We are live. What's up, guys? Raj over here with another Saltcast episode. It's been a long time, almost I think 3-4 months since we did our last podcast. Solar was supposed to take over with
Yeah.
it being Solar Station, and
Yeah,
we
that thing.
we got busy with other content, like we were practicing some stuff, and we got busy with that, so we weren't able to actually do any more podcasts or streams, and we thought we'd do one recently. So yeah, that's how we're doing this one. And today's podcast is not going to be about the usual tech games and stuff. It's going to be more based on art. um Pretty sure the title already says that.
Uh, yeah. In this podcast, we're gonna tackle the problems that most artists are currently facing. Uh, because of how our world really revolves around now, money, advertisement, and stuff like that. We're gonna mostly be focusing about on the topic of not safe for work arts and special and websites taking them down. Is that correct?
Yeah, sort of like that. That's one of the two major topics. Am I muted? Oh my god.
Are you
Check. No,
muted?
I'm not muted. Okay,
Yeah.
I need to keep checking that over and over all the time. That's one stupid. Anyways, yeah, that's one of the two topics. We're also gonna be covering something like these guys' experience of what they've been drawing. So they are hobby artists right now, and I think a few of them do commission arts. Is anyone like a professional artist anywhere?
Define
money.
professional artist.
No,
Yeah,
no,
I earn money.
You guys, among you guys. I mean,
I work with one.
Know a ton.
I'm not a professional yet. I'm still a student, so
yeah. So basically, all of us are student artists over here. If you look at it, one
Yep.
way.
What he means is somebody that's actually pursuing art.
No.
Us?
oh, Gail and
No,
I
no,
are
no, no,
actually
no.
pursuing.
No,
Exactly.
what I mean is art professionals.
And
like-
has recognition for it.
Oh my god.
Gail.
No.
I do
Because-
commissions.
Because if you say professional artist in this context, it's slightly vague. Because if we say professional artists in general, you would be the big guys that are working.
Yeah, that's what.
Oh.
That's what I
We
mean.
don't have any.
Professional artists, like if
I
you were
do.
working in any studio or something.
Okay. I wouldn't call myself a professional, so
Yeah, I wouldn't call myself a professional either.
I'm
Anyways,
aiming to be, I guess.
yeah, that's another thing. We are aiming to be professionals, so soon to be professional artists, I guess.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna be trying to do some animations while we talk. And yeah, let's get into the introduction. So we are gonna start off with, let's see, that's Nep's just here. Okay, we start with egg yolk, and then we go down. Egg yolk.
Oh.
Introductions.
My introductions. I'm Yoake, and I've been drawing for how long? I've been drawing since I was 4, so mine is about 10 plus years. And I focus on drawing on character art and like concept illustrations, I guess.
Speaking of your art, let me just pull up your art. Yeah, go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
So
And
yeah,
social. I'm most active on Twitter, and then second active on Instagram. But I also run a Facebook page.
so this is wait, yeah, there.
Wow.
Yeah, dude, it's so good.
Really? Hell.
And
I cry.
Please don't post my art.
yeah, I just
Yeah,
have
please don't post mine.
those are Gyok's art styles. If you like her
Yeah.
art style, you can follow her on her social
Y'all
media
follow me.
networks. I'll link it up in the descriptions. and yeah, we'll get into more detailed stuff later on. Who's next? Who's gonna be talking next? Oops, there we go. Next will be Hania Sensei. I call him Hania Sensei.
Wait,
because
Joe,
he
wait,
likes-
I can't see the messages.
Message? Can you hear me, Sensei?
I can hear all of you, but I can't see the. I didn't see Tamajan's messages.
Image on the stream? You can see the stream images? What is this? Pretty
You
sure.
appear to be in a hiccup.
One sec. Seems like
Oh my god.
there was
Sorry,
some.
guys.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, everything looks fine over here for me. Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't even
I
have
saw the
this.
pictures earlier.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't even
so.
I saw
have
the
this.
pictures earlier.
You guys can like
Okay, just in
get
case.
on Facebook's group chat. The
Oh.
solar set.
Anyways, I'll just show the pictures again. No big deal. So let me just pull up that and pull up artworks. So these are Egg Yolk's artworks. Just a few of what she's done. I only had time to get around 3 from her drawings. She'll be talking about her process involved in making these later on.
Oh, I am?
Yeah,
Okay.
you might. If you
Oh wow,
want to.
that's really good.
Okay.
If you want to.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. So so that's that. Next up, Hania Sensei's. Hania Sensei, your introductions, please. This is Hania Sensei's
Okay.
artwork.
My name is Shane Eden, and I've been drawing since. I've been
Okay, one minute, Sensei. There's some.
I've been
What? I can't even hear it.
I can hear them.
I don't
can
even
hear
know
you.
what's going on.
I can hear you guys, but still can't see the message. Anyway, I can give the introduction anyway. You can send the image.
Okay.
Mm.
Uh-huh. Wait, so what are we doing now?
How was your
So what
day?
are we
guys?
doing now?
I'm actually out of
So
place
what are we
here
doing
since I don't know how to draw.
I'm actually out of. So what are we doing?
The stream's echoing.
Yeah. Sorry. I turned my volume up high on my phone.
So
This is great. This is just amazing.
I
Amazing.
know, right?
The awkward
Best
part.
podcast ever.
Wait,
to
wait,
my
Why are you talking about the struggles of being here?
viewers right now.
Why are you asking me that?
Okay, yeah, I'm back.
Well,
The howlings finally stopped. Anyways, we
Brad's
can.
finally put the dogs to sleep.
Whoa.
He
Okay,
killed
Dog.
them?
chill.
They're street dogs.
Yeah,
They don't
no.
sleep.
So apparently, the owner of this channel kills dogs.
Yeah, stop.
Shame on you, Brad.
I don't kill dogs. In real
Gail, just
in
shush.
games. Um. Anyways, Sensei's introductions. Like I think Sensei has some issues with Discord.
Aja, could you
Oh,
come
dang.
Is that his voice?
messenger?
Messenger.
I sent the screenshot.
Okay, Sensei. Let me just check. Oof, that was a close one.
Keep drawing, Brads.
I keep
Ah.
going.
I have to switch back.
Okay.
And let me just switch back to this because
Well, this is going well.
It
That's
most
what I
definitely is.
Wholesome, Kira.
there's
Wholesome.
some
Wholesome
starting
family
issues.
activity.
Yeah.
I can hear it echoing. Oh my gosh.
Sola, didn't you post the link on Messenger?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, there's a link over here in the chat.
Why?
I am not in there.
Yeah, the videos on that Sensei. Okay. Yeah. Let's get back to it.
Okay.
Nice.
What was it drawing? Oh, this is so bad. It looks fine.
I feel like those people watching us.
They're so confused.
Anyway, it's fine. We are usually much more.
So shall I continue?
Yeah, Sensei.
Yeah, sure.
So my father used to work in a Japanese embassy and does a lot of Japanese anime videotapes. And since I was 4, I watched a lot of those, and I learned Japanese and also
Were these confiscated anime videotapes?
Oh.
Oh my.
Oh.
Oh my.
Nuts.
Tea.
Nuts.
But yeah.
Let Sensei finish. Jeez.
Okay.
Jeez, nuts.
Well, you guys were interested as well, so no.
You may
Sensei,
continue.
Continue, Sensei. Ignore him.
Yeah. So yeah. Since then I've been drawing.
Yeah, what have you been drawing, Sensei? What are you mainly interested
Well,
in drawing?
a lot of stuff, mainly characters. I draw original characters and sometimes have art. I started out traditionally and just recently started digital. I think 3 years ago.
Okay. Sensei, you also do calligraphy, right?
Yeah, I also do Chinese and write Chinese as well.
So you do both Chinese and Japanese calligraphy.
And I'm born in, but I'm not born in from Burma.
No, I'd love to show Sensei's artworks. I just have those 3 with me. So if you guys want to check out more of his artworks, I'll be posting their Instagram links, or you can follow Hanya Sensei at Sensei, your Instagram, please.
Is it
My
please?
Instagram,
Bro, he's
it's HENYO NYO 15.
Yeah, HENYO 15 at HENYO
NYO
15.
15.
And next up is Gail. Kaisho. Gail.
Yep.
Kaisho.
Yeah, Bookie.
Yep, Gail.
Yeah, I guess
Yo,
Gail,
yo,
right?
yo, 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 yo. What's up?
There we go.
So, you can call me. What am I called? Kaiju or Gail?
That's
call it-
oh,
Gaily.
You can call me either.
that's
So,
the confusion I
I
had
started
earlier.
drawing when I was little. I can't remember, but like
Little Gale.
one thing I remember was that I used to force
Annoying ass.
my neighbors to draw. I'd give them a pen and a paper, and that's where my dream began.
So you basically forced other people into drawing.
Yes,
That's nice.
And
And I
then she
saw
wanted
their
to draw.
and I thought, shit, they were shit. So I was like, mine looks good. So my
Okay.
confidence.
Oh my god.
Okay. Okay.
Sounds good.
So guys, when you're an
Yeah.
artist, you get confidence from looking at other people's work.
Yeah, the stuff that you said at school.
I look at other people's artwork and I'm like, shit, they can at least draw stuff. I'm just stuck.
Not when I was a kid. I mean, I was wild. So
Confidence
anyway,
levels over 9,000.
I do portraits, charcoal painting. I do mostly, I don't know, acrylic.
Acrylic.
You also use wall paint.
Yeah. I actually do anything if you teach me, or if you give me the right materials.
She'll draw.
I can draw anything. But I'm mostly
God.
I'm mostly
You go. You continue it. I'll be back.
veganism. So yo, that's it.
And rest of you
Back
guys
to you,
introduce yourself. I'll be
Freds.
right back.
Oh my god.
Oh
So
dear.
you pick who's next?
Me?
I
Can
am.
I host it? Can I host it? So
Who?
next up is drumroll. Kira.
So, hi guys, my name is Kira. I've been drawing for nearly 13 years now, but I only started taking it seriously when I was 12. So, my main medium is I usually use just pen and ink, but I used to do digital art, but I fell out with it, and now recently I've been getting back into digital art, and I mostly draw girls, but most of it is just like for character designs for my stories and all. Cause yeah, I write and I draw. Yeah.
You draw girls. Why girls?
Gail, shut up.
Why girls?
Because they're good to draw.
Yeah.
Fight me. I'm
What's
gay.
your favorite body
Can
part?
I see some of your artwork?
What's your
Huh?
favorite body part, Kira?
Oh,
Except for the
interesting
hands, the
question.
feet, the stomach, and
Hands.
the head. What's your
What do
favorite?
you use the hand
Kira?
for?
Except for the stomach, feet,
Yeah, what
and the
what
hands, and the head.
They're for choking idiots. Oh my god.
So you're into the rough stuff, okay?
Okay.
Okay, so for
Oh
more
my-
information, we will talk about that later. Next
my
up
God.
is
No.
drum
we-
roll, drum roll, drum roll, drum roll. Solar.
I actually don't have to introduce myself since I'm not an artist, so I'll pass.
I don't care.
Oh my
Just
God.
introduce yourself.
Just say something about yourself.
I like talks and long walks on the beach.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Oh my god, me too.
Okay.
Okay, that was boring. Let's move to Ivan.
I'm not an artist either. My online handle is General Peanuts.
Actually- Ivan's a culinary artist. He's good at cooking. Curry. Wink.
Okay.
Gail, please stop. I haven't eaten
Yes,
today.
I guess I am. I am a culinary artist. Yes, I make all kinds of food: Italian, Japanese, Indian, all that shit. Yeah, that's pretty much
Oh
it.
my god.
You
Okay.
need to swallow his work
Wow.
before you can appreciate it.
Okay, so just so that my opinion would be valid, I'm gonna be a little bit serious about my introduction. My name is Solar. I'm currently a designer in training. I don't know how to draw much yet, but I know a bit of it. The difference between art is art you express yourself, and design you have to deliver
strict.
something to communicate. Yeah. So at least my opinion is a little valid since I have a bit of information. I know a bit of information about art. The only difference is currently these guys are having it harder than I do because I'm a designer and they're an artist.
Okay, being an artist in 2018, what do you feel?
Ask yourself that.
I'm asking Zoller. It's like I'm hosting.
Me? I'm a designer, not an artist.
Okay, thank
Listen,
you,
Gail.
Philippines. Who's next?
Okay, wait. Let me just make it a bit more interesting. Let me make that question a bit more interesting. Being since 2019 is fast approaching, and as you can see, well, we're currently facing a crisis here, especially for content creators, not just artists that focuses on drawing art stuff and stuff like that, not only designers, but content creators in general, like music stuff like that, music blah 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 blah, or
Are you good at
blah
music?
blah blah blah. Decent, I'm not, but
Okay, okay.
okay. As a content creator, how do you feel knowing that
Oof, I'm back.
many of these big companies are just restricting your passion or your ability to express yourself?
Companies aren't restricting you to express your passion and your creativity, though the lack of funds make you think that. But in actuality, thanks to the internet, you can express your passion.
Um, Actually, it's impossible. It's really more on the impossible part. Uh,
Yeah.
for one, we have those copyright things. The copyright system is being abused. Next up, taking
True.
taking down not safe for work stuff, because most of the contents in the websites now are being run by bots. This
This is why
started.
we
This
have galleries for a reason. Exhibits you could personally put up by yourself.
True though.
Here in the Philippines, in Cebu City, there was a college student who put up an exhibit about memes
Mhm.
for his thesis.
Yeah.
For his
But
thesis.
Memes, literal memes.
but
It
the
was
question
thesis.
but the
Literal
question
memes.
the question is where?
Where? Where?
Yeah.
Abiliana, I think.
Where is the
Abiliana.
exhibit? Where is
Cebu City,
Abiliana?
Abeliana Gallery.
Philippines, Cebu. Central
Yeah, but
Visayas.
okay. So here's the problem. It's in Philippines, Cebu, and it's not on the internet. And the
How?
internet, you get more like you get a wider audience. You get attention from people who surf it. You get attention from big
No,
companies and stuff like
by
that.
actually setting up in an exhibit, people can, what do you call this term?
See for themselves.
No, they can take pictures of your artwork and then post it in journals or sites that what do you call that, like Rappler, ANC,
What do you
online,
mean? News
yeah,
outlets?
yeah, online news outlets.
Costs a lot of money.
Not really. If you have your own social media account, why can't you post by yourself?
See, that's the problem. That's the problem. We
Yeah.
have our own social media account, but companies are restricting it because they wanted to make it safer. And even if we try our best to make a safe for work art or design, it's gonna be taken down either by copyright or some really really stupid bot that thinks it's not safe for work. Because the system is easily abused just because of a bot. Now, because of that, a physical exhibit or a local exhibit is not a good solution because we don't have the money to make it. We want to post it on social media because we have a wider audience to reach. Plus, it's free. But the problem is we can't do that anymore because it's being restricted because of these stupid bots and rules.
Actually, in my opinion, I feel like it's not the artists have to adjust, but it's the viewers. Like, especially like perceiving it as not safe for work. Like, okay, fine. There are these bots who are,
Or what? What
Hello?
are the bots? What's
And
happening to the
Kira
bots?
just left the building.
What happened to the bots? Oh no. She knows the secret.
Who is up next?
Okay, you heard what happened to your friend here. That's a good example of what's happening right now in the art community.
Guys,
Yeah.
I think we need
It's
to.
every content creator out there is facing this really, really weird crisis.
Okay, let's talk about that later, but first, let's introduce everybody else. I was hosting it. You're welcome. I was just asking for their infos.
Introductions and shit.
Yeah. Okay, who's
No, wait, where is she? She was saying something. Okay, she got disconnected. Oh, she's. There you go.
Welcome back.
got disconnected. Got disconnected. Sorry.
Okay, it's fine, it's fine.
Sorry.
It's fine, it's fine.
Yeah, where did it stop for me? I don't know.
Yeah. What were you saying?
Oh yeah, this is what I was saying is that I feel like the reason what like instances like this can mostly because it like from in my opinion from what I can see that usually like content creators they try to cater to the general public and the general public is mostly adults and a lot of these adults because they have children they want to supervise they want the internet to be a safe place for their children where they will see all that is pure in the world and whatnot but then like that's the kind of content's gonna make their way into the child's gonna find its way to the child one way or another. So I feel like it shouldn't be the content creators would adjust to what they want because one person can't cater to the needs of many. What these people can do is that just they would involve themselves in a way. Like I don't know how to say it. Basically that they can't do anything to the content creator because they're just doing what they do. What these people could do is that oh it's not safe for work. Fine, I should just ignore it. Like basically, if you don't like it, click away, kind of thing.
Okay,
you
so
know they ask your age for a reason, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
that's
so
why. That's the point.
Exactly.
yeah. Yes.
I think that's the thing though, because the thing is, it's so easy to fake a birthday, and like the fact that a child could, yeah, sorry.
Yes, yes. Actually,
Yeah,
here's the problem. Uh, yes, yes.
yeah.
That so that's actually the solution to it. But here's the problem. They don't
People won't
control their
listen.
not, people won't listen and they won't control their kids. And what mostly caused this uproar is when Mark Zuckerberg, you know that CEO of Facebook, right?
Yeah,
He had the talk with Congress, and then one of his lines was, "Facebook is responsible for for the content that it has." So once he dropped that, social media just went crazy and stuff like that. And, oh my God, we have to keep it safe, everybody. So they had more stricter settings like this. You know how Tumblr has like you have the option to turn off not safe for work, but everybody can just bypass
yeah,
that, put a fake age and stuff like that. And then apparently it just brought an uprise to the public, especially in social justice warriors. And then everybody was
yeah,
just like, hey, and then the companies got afraid because apparently this people had an uproar, and then companies wanted to be like, oh, I'm not going to advertise in some shady website, and then it just went downhill from there, stuff like that, like Number one website that has a problem right now is
Yeah.
Tumblr, and then and
Yeah,
YouTube too.
especially Tumblr.
Oh, that thing. Oh yeah, YouTube is still facing that problem. One, because they don't listen to their community, and number two, because their system is easily abused.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
Yeah, thank
Oh
you.
my god.
Okay.
It's kind of sad though, personally for me. Like, I'm not even a big content creator, but it's sad for me because like these companies, they're killing the very essence of what they advertise just to sate a bunch of people who don't know any better.
Exactly. Like
Because
these
like,
people doesn't even know how to be safe on the internet.
yeah, and then like if they want to be like, rather than being responsible for the content on their website, they should be responsible for what kind of content that could be seen by people of a certain age range, so on and so forth.
Yes.
And if a child or a minor can get access to some, say, pornographic or not safe for work art, then that's not the company's fault. It's the fault of the parent for not supervising what the
Yes.
child can or can't see.
Blame the parents, you guys.
Yes, and one thing that they've
But it's the era of lazy parenting because of the onslaught of the internet and technological advancements and whatnot. Yeah.
yeah, that's the thing.
It's a yeah. Yeah. It's like in my opinion, like these kinds of committees, it's a two-way street. Like, okay, fine, us as creators will work our way to do what we can. However, the company and also the viewers, they also have to be responsible for they also have to be responsible in their own way, and not just put all the blame on whoever is on wherever it is convenient to dump blame on. Sorry.
I mean, we're still on the topic of the current problems that the artists are facing.
We haven't introduced Zet yet.
I am Zet.
Who's what?
I am Zet.
Solar is
Oh my
dead.
god!
Gail.
Who's Mike?
I already introduced myself.
Yeah, you already did.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I did.
I said I'm a designer, not an artist, but I still have valid opinions somewhat because I'm also
In
a
a
content
way.
creator.
Great.
Nice.
You are, yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, you are. Worry about it. It's fine,
Oh my
relax.
god.
Bad or not, you still are.
Bad or not, you're still a content creator that wants to freely post his in the internet.
Gail, you go first.
What? What was the
You
question?
go first. Oh my god.
I'm
Thought
muted.
process.
Okay, I was muted
So,
again.
I do.
Okay, I was muted. Anyways, so yeah, what I was saying was we're going to be going back into the old censorship and the advertisers and the websites and their management and artists and content creators later on. For now, we are going to be getting back to some art related topics right now with Gail talking about her process of how she makes her art. Anyways, Gail, you said you do charcoal, right?
Yeah.
So I like to use charcoal. So what do you do with charcoal mainly? Like what I do is I just make gestures and whatever I feel like scribbling, I scribble it out. Charcoal actually makes it look really good even if it's very bad.
So with charcoal, you do you apply you apply it softly first before anything else. Actually, I just go with the flow. I look at the picture. I try to
You
imitate the
reference.
So
picture.
you basically do portraits in charcoal?
Yeah, I do realism.
Okay, so you do realistic art. So usually, if it's portraits, how you go through with the whole thing? Like, do you start off with the face, the body, or do
I
you
always I always start with the left eye.
left eye?
I can vouch
The
for
left
that.
part
She
of
really does.
Hmm.
So every time I draw, I always start with what's hard for me. Because if I don't, then the drawing's gonna be good at first, and it's gonna be really, really horrible the next.
So,
Uh-huh.
what does that have to do with the left eye? What's your whole thinking process on that?
So whenever I draw, I've noticed that I start with the right eye, but I can't do the left eye. I can't imitate the left eye correctly. I can't balance. I can't
Okay.
balance it. It's just difficult for me, and I think some of the people that's listening or some of the people here can relate.
Same
I
though.
do start with left
Yeah.
eye.
Exactly.
I try to
I
draw
don't
both
know
at the
So
why,
same
but
time.
it's harder.
especially when you're right-handed.
Yeah, right-handed. Maybe because when we use the right eye, the hand covers the eye, so it's hard for draw it out straight away. Maybe that's
Exactly.
why. If we are right-handed, we are more keen to drawing the left eye. If we were left-handed, I think whoever's left-handed is more keen to drawing the right eye.
Hmm. Interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's how.
I just draw
Then
one eye.
I think it
Oh my god.
not just the eye. I think it's the face
Okay.
The
when we
whole direction of
Sides of the
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 face
whole
person.
direction.
generally.
The whole direction starts from whichever that is not covered by our hand. That is being used.
The opposite
Especially when
side.
we do traditionally. Um,
Yeah, that's my
when we use the
problem.
pens and pencil.
Hey Nuts, would you like some popcorn with that coffee?
So
I'm
aside
not
from
drinking coffee.
charcoal
Oh,
painting,
what are you drinking?
Yeah.
I
I'm not
also
drinking
my
anything.
medium
Shut up,
is
guys.
mostly on impressionism on
Yeah.
What's
acrylic paint.
impressionism?
Yeah, she's good at that though.
What is impressionism?
But
Uh,
basically like a painting style where like you just draw the general shape of it and you don't
I,
add in the little details and you let
I
the brain of the viewer
do a
take
a
things
Oh.
photo of
away.
my drawing, my painting.
Okay. Okay.
Did you receive it?
Admire that way of drawing. I tried it out before,
It's a
but
way of painting more than drawing.
yeah,
Actually, have no clue what I'm drawing right
do
now.
digitally. It started off with coloring.
Yeah.
Forms
I really like looking at Vincent van Gogh's work.
Yeah, same though.
So nice.
Oh, okay. Vincent Van Gogh?
You don't know Vincent van Gogh?
No.
Awesome, friends.
Oh my gosh.
Okay.
Gasp and
Okay,
Does
let's not get
does
sidetracked here.
does anyone know Vincent Van Gogh?
They do.
I've heard the name. I
Ah!
haven't seen any of his work.
Oh, wow.
I am
You've probably
offended.
seen it, but you didn't know it was from him.
Yeah, that's probably it.
It's very nice.
Well, on the topic of land transportation, I'm really not that much into vans.
What?
What?
Get the
How
fuck
about
out of
I
here.
Oh my god.
I haven't seen
How
any
about-
of these, so I had no clue.
So
Yep.
Vincent van Gogh is an post-impressionist.
Impressionist.
Impressionist or post?
I think he's post-impressionist
Yeah, he's
though.
Guys,
post-impressionist.
calm down. We have Wikipedia. He's
Yeah.
post-impressionist.
It's what our teacher uses. Wink, wink, Gail.
Yeah, I know, right? Mediocre.
Maybe that's the reason why our teachers never tell us to go search on Wikipedia.
No, like she would
'Cause they never
literally
search
pull up
it up.
a YouTube video and have it do the lecture for her.
Okay.
She's just there watching as well, and she's like, so that's how you do it.
So your teacher basically learns.
So that's how you do it. She's so interested in it. We're like sleeping behind her.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on to the next person then. Maybe Egg Yolk wants to take over? Egg Yolk fell asleep, I think.
That's just
Oh my
great.
God.
Bring
About
out,
again?
bring out,
Oh
bring
my
out
God.
rice. Bring out rice.
What are we talking about again?
I was
Your
about to
thought
ask
process
you.
when you're working, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, how I draw?
Yeah, basically. What do you
I start with a sketch, and then I do a cleaner sketch on another layer.
What?
And
Can you
yeah.
say that again?
She said cleaner.
Yeah.
She said cleaner, not anything
Okay.
else.
And so it's like more neat, but not like line art neat,
Okay.
you know? And then I base color it, shading, and then I color the lines, like the sketch lines with like, so it matches the color and stuff.
Actually, I'm gonna switch to Photoshop. I'm not able to work with this.
What gadgets do you guys use for digital art mostly? I only do traditional art.
Does
I
that
do
include
use my
me?
tab
Aside from tabs,
computer.
there's a Wacom.
Mouse.
My computer.
Am I saying
Just
that
my
right?
computer.
Wacom or Wacom?
Wacom.
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 Wacom. Like whack-a-mole.
Yeah, no. You know that sound that Pac-Man does when he eats a Tic Tac? It's like whack,
No,
whack, whack,
please
whack,
no.
whack, whack, whack,
The
whack,
only
whack.
time
Oh my God,
I've
Bob.
actually used a Wacom was playing this game. I forgot its name.
It's also, isn't it?
Also, yeah, also.
Oh my God, Gail, I want to
Hashtag
hit you right now.
Okay,
Hashtag sponsored by Wacom, boys.
Hashtag sponsored.
Sponsored by Wacom.
Give us money,
Hashtag
Wacom.
No. It can't be.
Hashtag
It can't be sponsored by Wacom. I use a Huon.
Oh,
Fuck it.
Oh.
damn it.
Don't tell them.
Okay,
We just lost our sponsorship. I needed
Yeah,
my
but-
money back.
What the hell, Prads? How could you do
That's
this?
why.
My
I
bad.
needed the money.
What's
I
up-
need drugs,
what's
man.
up, brand you use?
Dude, you're not supposed
What's
to
the
say
brand
that.
you use, Brads?
Sorry,
The brand you use.
it's Huon.
No,
Okay,
it's
please
Wacom.
sponsor us.
Oh, Huion tablets are pretty cheap though, like compared to Wacom.
I use a Huon H. What's this thing? HQ1060.
Damn.
What? A what?
Huon H. It's H1060. Yeah, it's a 1060p.
Nice.
I think what's its cost again? Huon. Let me see.
Just type it so I know what to say for sponsorship.
Oh my God.
Hashtag please sponsor.
Hashtag we're all broke.
Yeah, we are all broke.
Hashtag.
I don't want to drop out of college.
So it's a Huon H1060p graphic tablet.
Type it.
What do you mean type it? It's a Huon
can't-
H1060p. H1060p.
What's
Spell
the
it.
pros and cons of a Huon and versus the Wacom?
Oh, Huon.
Yeah.
I only know Wacom though.
I use both Wacom and Huon. Actually have another secondary tablet which is a Wacom. It's called One By. I don't know if you guys have heard it.
Nope.
I don't.
Is
know.
that from India?
No, it's exclusive to Asia. Okay, yeah, this brush is better. Yeah, so the other one is cheaper. It actually costs like 2,000 or 3,000 rupees. No, the medium sized one costs around 7,000. So the thing with Wacom tablets is their pressure sensitivity is limited to 4,000 pressure pressure sensitivity, and their pixel ratio is also sort of like at 4,000. I think I don't remember, but the current one which I use is just around 3,000 rupees more, but it also had 8,000 levels of pressure sensitivity, and it's like 1080p, 1060 pixels or something. Let me just remember. And then it had a resolution of 5,000, and the tab had around 12 shortcut keys on it, and it had some, how many are these? There's like 18 soft keys, on it, whereas on the Wacom one, which was around 7,000, you don't get any of that. You just get a tab and a pen, and that's it.
This stream is sponsored by Huon tablets. They are notable for their use of a cordless pressure-sensitive digital pen with a rechargeable battery that lasts over 800 hours. Available in online stores globally.
You know, guys,
do we
I
have a
heard that
referral link
Huon
or
is really good.
No, this
Really
one, this one has a
Sponsor us.
batteryless pen, so there's no battery.
go to the description, go to the referral link, you'll get 10% off your first tablet.
Oh my god.
Just type www.huontablet.com/googlegames.com.
Oh my god.
Okay, I think.
Okay.
What are we talking about again?
What, please test.
Tablets. Anyways, so one advantage that Wacom has is that their drivers and their softwares are very much optimized compared to Huon's. Huon's still trying to catch up in that section of it.
Wait, are Huion pens like rechargeable or are they batteryless?
I swear to God, Franz, if you mess up our sponsorship, I will stab you.
They're batteryless. They're batteryless.
Oh yeah. Because like that used to be Wacom's selling point before Huion came along. Like they were the only tablet seller that provided batteryless pens.
Yeah. So
Batteryless
Huion,
pen as well.
I started using with batteryless pens. So it was already a thing when I started drawing. I started drawing around less than 1 year ago, I think. And yeah, so that was fairly very recent. So there was already batteryless pens around. Huon just started making their own batteryless pens.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah, that's what I use. What about you guys? What does Aegyo use, and what does Anya Sensei use? Anya Sensei has been super silent. He's not used to being on podcasts, I think.
I can't relate because I mostly do traditional art.
I also do traditional art. I actually really like to do traditional art.
I prefer traditional over digital, to be honest. Like, digital has its perks.
Control Z.
Yeah, you can just if you feel like the proportions are long, you can just cut paste it and then adjust it with the transform tool.
But like, I think the more that I practice digital art, the more I'd get rusty with traditional art. I'd be lazy.
Okay.
It's not the same no more.
Yeah, honestly though, for me, is that my problem with digital before was that my art style would be different if I would be drawing if I would be drawing on paper and drawing on computer, my art style would change because like when I would be doing digital, I'd be looking at the screen and my hand would be making gestures on the tab. But with traditional, I can look at what I'm drawing. So like yeah, I prefer traditional at the moment.
I actually don't mind working with any of it. I'm fine with both.
We were talking about what we used to like draw, right?
Yeah. What do you do?
Well, I just use the plain old mouse. It's a Steel Series Rival 100 Dota 2 Special Edition. This stream is sponsored by
He
Steel.
loves talking about it.
peripherals, accessories, including headsets and keyboards. They have supported a number of electronic sports teams and individuals.
Oh my god.
Take your gaming experience to the max. Go to www.steelseries.com/Google Games for 10% off on your next gadget or accessories that you're gonna buy. Thank you.
Also, if you want
Are
to
you gonna
learn,
keep doing this with every product we mention? We're a mess.
oh boy. Anyways,
Still serious, please. I really love you. Please buy me a piece.
yeah, someone just get him something. Anyways, we were talking about egg yolks process. She was saying about doing sketches. She shared around 3 sketches and we sort of drifted off onto something else. Guys?
Hello?
Yeah, continue.
What? Oh. Okay. So I start after I shade everything, like I treat the sketch as a line art and I shade everything. I merge all the layers into one layer and I start painting on one layer.
You paint on a
Nice.
single layer?
Yeah.
It's kind of easier that way, personally speaking.
Painting on a single layer is fun, but I wouldn't color visibility.
To each their own.
Yeah. And then that's how I do it. And the painting starts. That's all.
And then you just go zoop 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 zoop.
Did I also mention that this stream is being held in Discord app? Discord app is a free-to-use software.
Oh my god.
Chat and voice channel for
Please make him stop.
chat and voice channel for gamers and
Oh god.
any online communities alike. Go to www.discordapp.com/Google Games for a free 1-month Nitro subscription.
Seriously?
Oh god.
Yeah, there's actually free Nitro subscription,
Yeah.
but it's not
Sponsored by
Yeah.
Google.
Anyways, next up's Kiera.
Me? Oh, me. Well, it depends on which one I'm working with, because if I do traditional, I rarely do finished works, and it depends on what medium I'm using. I can use watercolor or pen and ink. Like, I usually just sketch it out, and then like if it's traditional and I'm just using ink, I just go in straight away with inking. I don't even bother cleaning up the sketch. Like sometimes I'll even ink an unfinished sketch, and it's like, oh, I'll just do it. But then if I'm doing watercolors, I sketch it out, then I clean up the sketch, and then I color it in. Because what I like to line, if I'm using watercolor, I like to line my art after the watercolor because I don't want the ink to just bleed all over. But yeah, if it's difficult, but I have difficult, yeah.
How do you even color with watercolors? It's so weird.
It depends. It depends for people on how, and it depends actually. Like I usually change from time to time. Like sometimes I would lay down the shadows first and then put on the colors for the part, or sometimes I'll just put water on the whole paper and then just drop watercolor on certain areas so it blends together. Yeah, wet and wet.
So when I actually started drawing, I didn't know the difference between watercolors and acrylic colors. So what I did was,
well, we could explain, but it'd take up a while though.
Acrylic is mostly
bound with wax
canvas.
Yeah.
So on a canvas, rather than watercolor, there's
which
a
is on
specific paper for it.
Paper.
It has to be a thick paper.
okay. So
Yeah.
what I ended up doing was I started painting with watercolors, like how you would paint with acrylic colors or poster colors.
Oh no, because with acrylics it's usually mid-tones, then dark tones, then your lightest color. But with watercolor you can't do that. So you have to go from your lightest color down to your darkest color.
hey, I didn't know what it was, so I just went started mashing it and made
Yeah.
something. I like the output though.
Don't worry, I did that too.
I
I
think
ruined so
But
much good paper
actually,
because of it.
can't afford acrylic or anything else, you guys can try watercolor. What's that cheapest
Yeah.
watercolor brand again? You can find on
Honestly,
the
if
show.
it's a cheap, actually, it's available
What
internationally, like
brand?
on online stores. But like, there's this brand. It's called Prang, and it's pretty cheap, and it's really good for student grade watercolors. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let's ask Kanye Sensei about it. Sensei, your process. You have been like super silent, Sensei.
I'm just listening to everyone. Um, my process is.
Do you want me to give you time to think?
Nah, I started.
I swear to God, Solar, if you do that again.
This stream is sponsored by Moncho Co, a creative
Oh my
design company.
god.
We do Moncho Co does everything from simple branding logos
Oh
to poster
god.
advertisement. Go to
Okay, that one was my fault.
www.facebook.com/monch. Go to
That one-
www.facebook.com/monco and use the promo code GoGoGames for 10% off on your next design. What are you waiting for? Go now.
This one's actually a legit one, but there's no discount.
Yeah, that one's a legit one, so no discount for now.
My
Okay.
gosh.
So I'm more used to more used to the traditional style. I just recently started digital. Um, no, just 3 years ago, and so yeah, even still now, I do the line art traditionally on paper, and then I scan it, and then I use Photoshop to smoothen the line, and then color. I do use multiple. Yeah, I do use multiple layers, but my artworks are mainly like the line art is by pencil. It looks like pencil drawn, but the color is done digitally.
That's cool. That's a hybrid way to do it.
Nice.
Yeah,
Wait,
that's
wait, wait.
my.
Guys, there's a good question in the chat. Guys, is it
Yeah?
a good idea to drop a tab of acid before a doodle session? That's
What?
actually
What?
yeah, that's a question in the chat. Just check it out. Yeah.
Read it.
A tab of acid before you do a doodle.
Yeah, before doing a
I
doodle.
mean,
If you
I
want
wouldn't
to,
know.
What do you mean a tab of acid?
Look. If you want to, you could. I think there was this one movie where it was like if you get high.
I mean, if it makes you creative.
Yeah, and they were like, and then yeah, but then
Okay. I just want to give out a clarification that we don't promote the use of drugs after all. But we're just a really small channel. We don't have any connections with big companies like that. So you do what you want to do, and we don't really use acid, so we wouldn't really know.
I mean, if you want to
Unless
sponsor
you wanna
us,
be all.
you can.
Well, I mean, if you want to be like Edgar Allan Poe, who had to be drunk to write his stories, you could be like the artist who gets absolutely high before making the drawing.
I guess it's up to the artists.
Yeah, it's up to the artist.
I mean, it's
Each
like
their own.
someone's this one movie director say that it's nothing like that. If you can do something drunk, you can actually do something better when you're sober. So this he's yeah that. Yeah, guys. Quick question. So, is hybrid drawing fun? Like what Sensei said, drawing on pencil and then throwing it on scanning it. I actually used to do it when I started. No, I don't mean the difference. I mean, I used to do this earlier. Like, you used to draw it on paper and then you put it up, you scan it, and then you put it on your PC and then you redo the line work on Photoshop. Yeah, and then you go color it. So do you think that's fun? Sounds good, sounds good. Yeah, mine broke too. Mine broke too. Now I don't do anything. If I do it traditionally, I just finish it traditionally. If I do it digitally, I do it traditionally. I mean digitally. Yeah, sensei. Who? Using mouse is actually very hard. If you can do it with a mouse, you're like probably a super pro. See, there's like really some really talented people out there. My first digital one. I actually Oh, oh crap! I didn't notice. Okay, so that's what's been happening. Um. So. So the stream's been stuck on Photoshop's home screen while I was actually making something like this the whole time. I thought it was actually streaming this. Yeah, I didn't notice it. I just flipped it open and turns out this was not there. So not head. So yeah. I was painting nuts. You should have told me there's nothing going on. Well, no, chill. There's no way you would know I was actually doing something. Anyways, what was? Okay. Just 1 second. I'm trying to. Yeah. I think I actually have Krita. No, I don't have Krita. There's a okay, so let me just make a new layer. So there's what? What's that? Okay, let me just say the free programs that are there. So if you wanna go for free, you have the classic GIMP. It's like the most classic one, and then oh shit, this. Anyways, GIMP is the most free classic one, and the newer one is Kirita, Krita, I think. So this one's actually really amazing when you check it out. It's way more advanced. You can actually start working on your professional projects on this one, and then after this you have Mischief. Mischief's just a quick sketching program. You cannot do your coloring in it. It's just a so what happens with Mischief is that your whole screen turns into your whole screen turns into your drawing pad. There's like infinite amount of zooming and zooming out. So if you're working on something and this is your work area, you can just zoom out and this whole thing is your work area now. You can keep zooming out and that's your work area. So that's how Mischief works. Mischief's really good when you're trying to come up with concepts or you're trying to come up with ideas for your artworks. And after that you have Autodesk's Sketchbook, I think. Is that Sketchbook? Okay. Oh shit. I'm actually I'm actually writing it down. There's GIMP, Kirita, Mischief, Sketchbook, and if you're looking for paid options, you have stuff like Paint Tool, Sai. Yeah, Paint Tool, Sai. Actually, speaking of which, there's actually a video where this big artist. Do you guys know Jazza? So there's a video where Jazza goes through different art programs, them being it free or paid ones, and then he says his review of it. You can check that out if you just Google it. You might find it, or you can search it on YouTube. So his video covers most of this, and I think his experience on Krita was bad, but when I looked at Krita, it's really amazing. I thought I had it, but I seem to have removed it, or it's stuck in my other account. Anyways, this one's a must try if you're just start looking for a program. And then for Paint, there's like Paint Tool, Sai, and the next cheaper option would be Affinity Design. I think Affinity Photo and Affinity Designer. Yeah, Affinity Designer would be your another best option. It's also it's vector, and then it's vector and raster based, so whichever you want to. And other than that, you have this thing. It was known as Manga Studio earlier, and now it's Clip Studio, I think. Do you guys know of Clip Studio? Yeah, so I lost count. So there's Clip Studio. In Clip Studio, you can draw vector and raster, and as well as start animating it. So yeah, if you're into animation as well, you can get Clip Studio and you can start working on that. I did. Pivot. 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 I think they don't get the reference. You guys get the reference? Anyone? To get a brain surgery? No. No, it's just student artists who are broke. Kaching. Guys, let's finish up with the main topic so that Hanya Sensei and Ekyob can go rest up. We can goof around after that. What was I talking about? I lost track. We're done with art process. I think, yeah. You guys do NSFW artwork? Anyone else? Okay. Anyways, yeah. Marvel. Guys, calm down. What am I drawing? I don't know what this is. But the shape is so weird. It looks like a it looks like a disabled aeroplane. Yeah, I just like yeah. Yeah, sure. Go ahead, keep. Yeah, Sensei. Solar, pause. Sensei came to say something. He rarely says anything. Yeah, Sensei. Yeah. What? What happened? You
What?
can't?
And we can't be heard.
Oh
Yeah.
my god. Oh shit.
Oh no!
Oh.
Yeah, we really can't be heard. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh
Okay,
boy,
listen,
I
listen,
got
listen.
messed up with
Listen,
that.
listen, listen. We just
It's fine.
need
It's fine.
somebody to be like the stream quality checker.
Yeah.
Need somebody that oversees the stream.
I can.
Yeah, Gail, you do that.
I'm actually listening to you guys via my laptop and talking
Oh
via
boy.
phone.
Is here on the stream, Gail?
Okay, how long has it been going on?
I think.
We're on the stream.
I think
I
only
hear-
recently because last I checked, it was still pretty. Yeah, it was still we can still be heard.
I can hear
Ah.
you guys pretty well.
Okay, no,
Gail,
we're
are
fine.
your earphones plugged into the chat
We're
or to the stream?
We're back. We're back.
Stream.
We're back. We're back. We're back.
Yeah.
We're back.
Oh boy.
And
I
the
should
whole time
probably
you guys are, like,
stick
freaking
this.
out. Yep, it's on the stream.
Hey guys, I think you should introduce yourself again because nobody could hear you during the stream.
Now that was
That was
just
earlier.
Yeah, but it's fine. Maybe I should redo all my
Guys,
spawns.
hold. Let Anya Sensei finish up, and then we can goof around again. Sensei.
Yeah, so try to my drawings like it's already 13 goals or something. But and also I put my but then I wanna can show up.
He's cutting out.
No, but he's having Discord issues. Okay, so let me try to say what he's trying to say. He's trying to make a hashtag for his profile on Instagram. Have you guys done that?
Oh.
I don't use Instagram.
Well, I don't.
People
I
like
just use like the. Yeah.
people like if they have their OC, they make a hashtag for their OCs. Like every time they draw their OC, they hashtag that
Oh.
hashtag.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's,
I
that's
do
the
that.
one. That's the one. So
So people, it's easier for people to find their OC.
So yes, he tried to make that, and then what's happening is whenever he posts anything under that hashtag, the hashtag goes nowhere and it's not a searchable. You guys know how to fix that?
Oh, I'm not sure about that though, because like I don't really check on my hashtags. I just like plug them in. But I think it's like a bug in the system that they've been
Okay.
experiencing recently. I'm not sure though. I haven't checked my art Instagram in a while.
Cause mine works fine for some reason, and only his thing has problems.
Yeah,
we should
probably a
probably-
bug though. Yeah.
So your social
So, yeah.
networks, guys. Yeah.
I just use Instagram mostly.
Plug me, Brad's.
Go.
Show it on the screen.
Show what? Your artworks?
What? You have my artworks?
Yeah, these are yours, right?
Oh my god, there's mine!
That's not mine.
That's mine. Oh, it's so bad. That's mine.
No, it's good.
Oh,
It's
so
good.
good.
Mine's shit though. Come on.
Gail, shut up. I will send your mother Mary to the chat.
No, you seriously. I only sent.
we were supposed to have another guy over. This is his
Artist?
artwork. Yeah.
Is this Alice?
No, this
Oh,
is Aaron.
Alice.
It's Aaron.
Oh,
You guys don't know
I'm
him.
disappointed.
Nice.
Yeah, he couldn't show up, I think.
I sent it to you via Facebook, Brad's.
Let me just check. I
That
might
one photo of
have-
the stars.
Switching back. Just to.
Switch back to clockwork. Yeah, it's very good.
Ay.
Stream is sponsored by Valve.
Oh my god.
We have many
Just kidding.
stream.
Don't buy Artifact.
Oh,
By
shit.
Artifact.
There he goes, ruining the sponsorship.
Thank you very much. Why don't you go walk on to your other company, huh?
What other company?
We're not supposed to say it because if I say it, we're gonna lose the sponsorship.
You mean
Should be
Riot?
quiet. Oh my god. Kick nuts.
Oh my god.
We just lost the sponsorship. We lost. The stream is over. The stream is done.
Okay.
There's no point in having stream
I
anymore.
think it's about time I actually say something. So there's our podcasts are actually 70% nonsense, 20% actual stuff, and 10% trolling.
Wait.
Those are the best kind of podcasts. What are you
Brads,
talking
wait,
about?
wait.
Yeah.
Brads, wait. I have to clean up Peanuts' mess. Counter Strike, Dota 2, Dota 2, Dota 2,
League of Legends,
Val, Artifact,
League of Legends. Yeah, Arena of Valor. Mobile Legends. Please
I'm
watch the
a
upcoming
gamer.
video for Dota 2
I
and also
play mobile.
Thank you very much. Finally.
Go right now.
It's clean.
Is that how you guys fuck? Like
It's clean. It's clean.
you guys thrust and then say Dota.
Thank you very much. It's clean. Thank you very much.
It's their greeting, Gail.
Just
Thank you
say
very much.
Dota in every thrust.
Can we get back? Can we get back to sanity?
Okay.
You guys have gone crazy.
Okay.
Sorry.
Peanuts, if you mess this up one more time, you're not gonna get this. You're not gonna get the sponsorship
Riot.
money. You're not gonna get the sponsorship money.
Arena of Valor.
Tigo!
PUBG, Fortnite.
Kick him out.
I mean, I don't mind getting a sponsorship from Epic Games, to be honest.
Okay. Hold on. I think we need to get
Stop,
back.
please, my stomach hurts from laughing.
Guys, guys, hold on. There are busy people. Hanya Sen says it's actually around 1 or 2 a.m. for him. Let us wrap up for him, and then
Okay.
he can leave and we can continue. We actually have time.
Okay.
Yeah, sure.
Sensei,
Yes.
yeah, you were saying something before they went crazy.
Okay. What do you guys? Where do you guys get inspiration?
Inspiration?
Yeah, like
Uh-huh.
like inspirations to draw something that you wanna draw. Like I listen to music and then I go through Pinterest. Mainly what I do.
It depends though, because I could be talking to a friend, and then we just be developing some certain parts of the story, and they're like, "Oh, I want to draw this," or I'd be reading something, and like, "Oh, I want to draw this scene." Like it just happens. Like it can be from even like looking out the street while I'm going out of the house. Like it can come from anywhere, honestly. But if I'm if I experience an art block or I don't know what to draw, I just go through Pinterest, listen to music, stand and do nothing in the shower. Yeah.
Okay, so
All best thoughts come in the shower joke.
yeah, this is Scale's artwork.
Things come in. No, that's not my artwork.
Yeah,
It's not showing on the.
What is that?
It's Scale's artwork.
That's gay. Yeah, that was for a science project.
That's the only thing I found.
Inhale, exhale.
No, I have a big question. What is that? Is it a
It
cat?
was for.
Is
No,
it?
no. Allow me to explain. Our science project was about genetics and said draw these some organism based on these traits. It was hairless, no freckles, male, orange skin, and a long nose, and it had 4 legs. I am not
Wait,
joking.
Show that photo again. Show that photo again. Is that an apple?
Uh,
That's an apple.
Forbidden.
Is that one of the traits?
Solar, can you keep checking on the comments? I can't actually open.
So,
YouTube.
guys who are viewing this, what do you think of my really cool science artwork?
Oh my god. I actually still have mine. I could show mine, but I don't know. Should I send to the chat?
Okay.
I'm gonna send mine to the chat. Hang on. I still have mine.
Can I upload one of my edits?
Yeah, sure. Go nuts.
Okay.
You
What
guys do
friends?
that, and I'm gonna reply to Anya Sensei. Whereas my inspiration and stuff, I actually just I just browse everywhere. Anything I find interesting, I save up. Like you can see how filled up my hard drives are. Anything I find
That's
interesting.
fucked up, Tira.
Yeah, like look, anything I find interesting, patterns, images, movies, comic strips, anything I find interesting, I just save it up. I don't know if I can show this. Okay, look.
You don't
Gay
need to
people
show
want your
this.
pet.
So there, these are my
Yeah.
projects which
Research purposes, huh? Huh.
like these are previous car modeling works which I recorded. So while doing those, I had these references collected for working on that. So you can see these are actually blueprints of cars. So I actually save from anywhere I can. There's some character modeling, animations, expressions. Look, I have stuff from anime and stuff. Anything I find interesting, I just save it, and then I use it
Oh, that's
later on.
cute.
And then
So guys, my
there's
GF is gonna be on the chat. Dang it.
Hey.
so this is Harley references. This is for any upcoming project for bikes. So
Wow.
Where? Okay, there's this really important question.
yeah,
Where does Prads hide his porn?
He
How is
doesn't
that?
hide it. He just calls it references.
Yeah. How is that an important question? Everybody knows that.
I don't know.
No, but the viewers need
Gail,
to
you
get to
don't
know
hide
us.
yours.
We're celebrities after all. They need to get to know us.
Exactly.
Oh, hey.
Jeez.
oh look,
Hey,
these are
Prads,
my weapon
can you,
references.
Can you show this one too? It's one of my edits, and I'm really proud of it. I sent it in Discord DM.
So yeah, basically I collect my references and inspirations from literally everywhere. There's no one source. Pinterest, Pinterest, Discord,
Job.
people's profiles, everywhere.
As much
Wow.
as I can, I try
No,
not
it's
to
so long.
look at references
And that's it.
or other works.
Explain this.
I actually
That's Lady Philippines during the Japanese occupation. Put under heavy
Oh my
BDS.
god. Oh my god.
This has been sponsored by the Philippine Dance Group.
Yeah. So what was I saying?
Actually, for me, I just look at preferences, like if it's for coloring style, color palettes, poses. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess. Yeah, that works. Let me just swip back. Any other questions? Go back to sleep. It's Grams going nuts in there. So let's just keep a check on the comments, and Sensei,
Okay.
you can take over again before they go. I think you have to sleep. You have work tomorrow. Sensei?
Did he fall asleep?
Sensei?
Hey?
Hey, Sensei?
I
Hello?
think they fell asleep.
Sorry, what was the question?
I said you can take over, like anything you wanted to say or ask. I think you have work tomorrow or something, and you have to sleep, or
It's okay. Tomorrow my job starts at night. My night shift.
are you fine with goofing off for possibly another 30 minutes?
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay then. What about you, Yegyok?
No, I need to get work done.
Okay. I guess you can bail.
What?
Okay.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye,
Bye.
Tamachi.
Bye, egg yolk. I
Bye.
really regret not hitting on you.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't know where this thing is going. I can't think.
Aisha, have everyone gone through everyone's artwork that you collected from us?
Sorry, what, Sensei?
Have we all gone through everybody's collected from us?
Yeah.
I think we're already at the social media part.
Okay.
Yeah, social media parts. Okay, next one is your opinion on NSFW art works.
Well, Gail loves them.
I like
I personally I
WR.
do it all the
I
time.
think they're different from the soft things you see mostly on Facebook. You know, they're fucked up in a way that they're
Yeah, you go to really
really
effed up
Bad,
the tags,
bad.
Gail.
Okay. So there's this thing you cannot do anatomy studies without drawing
Lewd.
nudes, everything. That's one thing. So basically, it's actually what you have to do to improve. And
Actually, anatomy study. Yeah, sorry.
sorry.
Actually, it's best if you want to like. In my experience, though, like the art classes actually make you like sketch out a naked person because it helps you like understand anatomy and all, and like it's fine, honestly.
Yeah, same exactly. So that's what I was
But if
saying.
it's
But then you have okay. So let me segue into another big topic we have. So back to the original topic, we had where it was about Tumblr getting rid of its adult content, but it started affecting
uh,
the artists as well. So
yeah,
should you
yeah.
in your opinion should art be separated from the other thing, the adult content on
I
websites?
think not necessarily. I think it's not necessarily art itself, but the content of the art. Because like, what happened with Tumblr as of recently was that they went crazy with their purging of those R18 not safe for work art. That even a picture of Mario topless was flagged as inappropriate. Mario.
We're talking about the
Mario.
plumber
I
right
am
now.
not. I am not joking. Like I was following someone on Tumblr, and then like they posted a photo of Mario in his swimming trunks, and then he was topless. And next thing you know, it was added that the post got flagged.
Wow.
It's ridiculous.
That's weird. So it's gone to that extreme on Tumblr right now.
I'm not sure as of the moment though, because I haven't been on Tumblr yet. But last I checked, it was getting that bad back when that incident was at, like when that topic was at its high.
What about you, Sensei? What do you think?
Mm,
Should
I
it?
think
Yeah.
I think it's based on the trending themes that they find fully explicit. That's where
Vibe.
they're getting the reference from. For us, those artworks might not be that extreme, but to them, maybe they're referencing somewhere else that they find extreme. Like in similar way, artwork was done. Maybe that Mario thing, maybe someone else drew. Maybe it might have been a male version of the Virgin Killer that.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe they try to relate something like that male version. I don't know.
I don't know.
So I guess it actually depends on the artwork itself.
It depends on the perspective of the person. Like something that can be seen, someone could see it as just as art, and it's still safe for work because the way nudity is expressed is pretty artistic. But for others, it's still nudity. Like to each their own, honestly. Which is
Yeah,
why I feel
it's extremely opinion based. The control that has been
yeah,
social media.
So
yeah.
in your opinion, what would be a good way to keep these artworks safe as well as not you know yeah, how do I put it? Let's see. You let the artists have their artistic freedom of choosing what they want to post or what they want to draw, at the same time trying to keep your site clear. Should sites have better filter system or better?
I think it's a I think it's a more of a better filtering system rather than restricting what the art creators can post. It's more like filtering what this, as I said earlier in the beginning of the stream, like instead of preventing creators from posting this kind of context, it's more like preventing certain viewers from viewing such content.
Because the thing is, I think it's at the moment for the social media company developing a filter system, efficient filter system, more how should I say, more costly for them.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
Rather
that's the
than
thing.
that's
Yeah,
But
sorry.
instead
Continue.
of yeah yeah Kaicho, you can say.
Yeah. So these are actually big companies, right? I don't think they actually mind it. It's like
Yeah.
YouTube
It's more
has a
like them not wanting to exert the extra effort to provide quality. In my opinion, I don't know how it is going on their end, but in my opinion, it seems like a lazy way to get things done the way to get the product that they want, cutting corners, so to speak.
So actually, while I'm at it, let me plug in another site. A few sites. Okay, so if you're an artist who actually does NSFW artwork, I think Twitter is still fine to use. Though for now,
Yeah, Twitter is fine
Twitter is still
as of
fine.
the moment
Yeah, and
because
apart from
Twitter has this. Because the thing with Twitter is that it has this system where like you can make your account private and only you can only allow certain people to follow you. Like you can approve them or disapprove them to view your content or not.
yeah, okay, so yeah, that's actually a pretty good idea.
Because like for example, in my experience, I tried to follow this R18 artist on Twitter, but then like my content, I can be pretty mature at times. I seem like a child on my Twitter account, so they didn't allow me to view their content, which is understandable since they didn't think that I would be of the right age group to view their content.
Hmm, interesting. So that's actually one way to do it. Another,
Yeah, it's one
yeah,
way to do things.
that's actually a pretty good way.
Yeah, like that's what I feel like. It has to be like effort from both sides rather than just the creators having to stress over what they can do to still get their content out there.
I think it's coming to an era where everything online is no longer really that secure for us, even though they're trying to secure. Eventually, if we artists want to sell ourselves, can't be reliant on media anymore. Because I've seen a lot of my friends who recently get very and some of my friends, there some other friends who are very good at art, but they still don't get much audience because they only
Yeah.
focus on a few social media, and the other person who wasn't I say this, but not as good as that person's art, they actually got thousands of audience now within a year. And when I asked them how they did that, not really, I didn't really ask, but I just noticed they spread out their artworks in every social media available. Like even on YouTube, they try to live, live and tutorial,
Yeah.
you know. And also some people do live they draw in front of people in areas like in person in front of people.
Yeah.
Hmm.
That sort of stuff. I mean, in this era, it's similar with any other kinds of artists like musicians, singers. If they want to sell themselves, they can't just play in. Um, they can't just sell themselves in particular spot. They have to sell themselves anywhere.
I
Let's
think
go to
Yeah.
I think
artists. So.
one half of the one half of the one half of being a artist right now is being able to create your content, and the other half is being able to find your audience, like have a bigger reach,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
being able
I
to
think that's
market yourself to people.
Yeah. Actually, to note an artist though, like they like for example Sakimi-chan, what they did to what I noticed and what they do to maintain such a great following is that they mostly focus on fan art rather than their own original creations. Because I used to follow Sakimi-chan back before when they were still trying to get up there, and then once they got that huge following, they started focusing solely on fan art and posting everywhere they can. But it's only fan art since it's what brings in the money and the followers rather than their own original content.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
what I noticed on Instagram as well. Some people tag, like, for example, they just drew a simple anime girl, but then they tag a lot of what Boku no Hero Academia.
Huh.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's not related at all.
Yeah, I guess it's
A lot
their
of
way
people
of.
flock to it.
Okay, so these sites have a way of the sites usually are based on an algorithm, and these people actually know how to take advantage of the algorithm, and
Yeah. It's pretty
so,
sad though.
Yeah, I
It's pretty
agree.
sad because
It's
I see
quite
all these
sad.
good content creators not get the recognition they deserve just because they do their own thing.
I know it's quite sad. I still see a lot of friends who are, they have their own life plans and all, but they're trying their best to sell themselves, have their dream well known for art and
but then look, okay, so one side, there's artists who do their own original content, and then you have artists who who make fan contents,
Fan
like,
art.
yeah, fan art basically. But you cannot blame the artist for doing that. They're doing that because it attracts people to them.
Yeah.
So you cannot blame.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
cannot.
I'm not blaming them, but it's just like it's their strategy of doing things.
Yeah,
That
what some people do is they start off by doing fan arts, and
they slowly start to post their own original
yeah,
content.
they post their original content as well as fan art. They make a mix of both, and at the same time, they usually have their own website, which has their own personal works. So if someone were to actually want to hire them, um, the person would actually look. At the end of the day, if someone wants to hire you, they're even if it's for fan arts, they're actually going to be looking for original content if it's for any promotional material. So if you do not have any original content and it's all just fan art, you're going to be at a problem where you're not able to do anything without other people's work.
Yeah.
I think we can't say anything about that their strategy because I think it's a very effective.
It's
Because
effective. It's really effective.
It is.
yeah,
It's actually.
because in terms of copyright as well, like if you start off as a new in the artist society, if you just start off drawing only your original, you have a very high chance of getting low audience as well as getting having your artwork stolen.
Yeah, that's happening with me.
The thing with fan art is these fan arts are actually of communities which already have a big fan base. So when you make fan arts, you're already targeting a group of people who are already fans of something else. So these people actually already are in love with the product we're actually making now. So this is not your original product, it's someone else's product which has already been made and it has its own fan base. So when you're recreating that, the whole fan base would transfer over to whatever you're doing. So that's actually comparatively much easier when you see it
It's
that way.
capitalizing on the popularity of
Yep.
that
Yeah,
certain
it's
franchise.
it's like trying to collect the witnesses of your skills. That's the strategy. So when they do fan art mainly, I think if a person mainly focus on fan art on one or two days, I think that would get a lot of people to witness your skills first, and then only after that, when you get a lot of viewers or subscribers, you can start out your
Original
like that.
content.
Yeah.
At that
Yeah.
point, I think nobody can copy your original characters because the audience are there as your witness.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
And if you, like I said, if you spread out fan art or everything and on every social media and every available medium, I don't think there would be anyone there to be your artwork. You won't get anything stolen. So
Yeah.
that, I think that's what most people are aiming to achieve. They do fan art, get the
Yeah.
subscribe and
I
the
actually have seen myself where the audiences defend the artist's work. When someone steals an artist's work, you actually have the artist's fan base that actually comes in to say that it's this person's artwork and not the guy who's sharing it, and they actually make sure it gets taken down. So having a really good fan base is amazing.
Yeah. That's well, as someone who doesn't really do fan art that much, I actually feel the brunt. I actually feel the impact of what fan art does, because like I used to make original characters for a franchise, and I just post them, and I sometimes draw them with the characters, and like, yeah, it's fan art, but also a little self-indulgent. And then it was those kinds of posts that actually got me a lot of attention. But then, like, as time passed, like, I wasn't into that franchise anymore, so I started posting more of my own original content. And what happened was I started losing some of the people who'd view my art. So like I can feel the importance of like having of what fan art can do for your popularity online. Speaking from experience.
Yeah, that would be from a perspective of an artist, because apparently people are into series and franchises. Not many would appreciate a work of a certain artist. That's why fine arts are a really, really good thing to start around. And if you're
Yeah.
lucky enough to get an audience, then there you go, you have an audience. But the problem is, it's such a risky and bold move to just stay away
Yeah.
from stop making fan arts, because like I said,
Is-
it's a series that's getting recognition. It's not always you.
Yeah.
At some
Uh,
oh, what? Hey, what is this happening? Okay, the stream's paused. Yeah, yeah. At some point, the people who are following you for your fan art actually start to like your original content as well.
yeah,
I've
like
seen.
they weren't too happy with the original content that I had, so like oop.
No, no, no. I'm saying the opposite actually. They start liking
Hmm?
your original content.
Yeah, there are actually people I know who have that experience, and they're lucky that their fan base likes what the original content they put out. But it's a hit or miss.
Yeah, I
Hit
think.
or miss. Never miss.
Dude,
Please
no.
stop not with that one.
Okay, so seriously, that's the thing about audiences and massive crowds. You have to give them what they want. If you don't, then you don't get anything from them.
Yeah, it's
Uh,
a risky move to like transition from a fan art account to an original content creator.
wouldn't it be better to
occasional
actually have?
occasional should be okay because like as just for like if you've already gathered an audience with fan art and at some point like you come up with an event, your birthday or something, or possibly someone else's birthday, and then you try to even the anniversary sort of thing, and then you start an event, and for that particular event, you come up with your original character, original ideas, occasionally, and you
Oh,
occasionally introduce those things to the audience, and if they like, they might ask for next time.
More. Well, that's something to do.
That's I think that's how we try out if they like our audience like original ideas of us or not. Yeah,
Yeah.
where to transition to the original.
Hmm.
Hmm. Food for thought.
Since you're actually breaking up, I heard only half of it.
One way to keep an audience though is to give them a reason to stay, because obviously not everybody is
Really, I would never would have guessed.
what.
Nothing.
Okay. Thank you for that. Thank you for that helpful remark. Anyway, you have to give them a reason to stay, because if you think about it, not everybody would approach you for your art because there are many other. The competition is large. They
Really
have
large.
they have many other creators that they want to do. Maybe do something unique, like, hey, look at this character, and I'm gonna make a story about this character, and then maybe you guys can read that story. Maybe I'm gonna make a web comic about it. Wink, wink, and then they're gonna be interested in it and stuff like that. Just give, just, just do a bit of snap, snap, snappity doo doo in the like sidelines. That's the best way to
Oh
keep an
well.
audience, really,
Yeah.
because
Get them interested.
yeah, get them interested. Because if realistically speaking, I'm sorry if I'm going to offend anybody out there. I'm pretty sure that there are really successful artists, but we can't exactly say that everybody is interested in you for just making.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I don't mean to offend anybody. I don't want a barrage of people saying, "Hey, what about this artist? I'm gonna link you this artist. He's really, really successful." I don't want to say that. But realistically, you can see more professional artists out there. They have connection with companies. For example, I have this really, really this artist that I really admire. Her, I think her name is Nako. She works for Idea Factory, Compile Heart. She makes she does character design for Hyperdimension Neptunia, Fairy Fencer F, and stuff like that. And then she has huge connection with that company. And since she's the lead character designer, she has a personal connection to those characters. And it doesn't really matter if she creates a fan art of those characters or not, because it's her own character. That's basically
Yeah.
it. There are people that follow her because of the characters, and they like their art style as well, and they also follow the series. Like, that's one of the reasons to stay.
Yeah.
Another reason would be your personalities. People really love to watch people with a fun, unique personality. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, no one.
if you are a fun person, like there are many people, many artists who make videos now,
There,
and like they have these huge fan followings that just show up randomly. They don't even announce that they're gonna stream, and if you check it out, their fan followings already there, and they're gonna check out the stream, and they're gonna be there for like literally 5-6 hours, depending on what the artist is making.
yeah, that's one way of giving your audience a reason to stay. You're connecting with them. Like, they're gonna ask you advice because they look up to you. You're gonna give it to them.
Exactly,
It's
exactly.
two-way communication
Yeah.
with that.
So
There's a
there's
lot of ways to succeed in the art
yeah,
industry, but there's also a lot of ways to fail. Sorry. Gonna go on. Sorry.
I actually forgot. Oh yeah.
Oh
So
my god,
so
sorry.
so on one side you can there's on one side. So there's actually many things to it. We started off on one topic, so which was that of having to make content which the website makers are happy with, and on the other side,
Yeah.
making content that you are happy with. I mean, look, if you're fine with making like artworks that are normal, oh my god, then you can go ahead with making those. 1 second.
1 second. One. Okay.
Wow.
Let's Frads, you're kind of showing your Discord, and I'm pretty sure it's private, and you're not supposed to show it.
Oh my god.
There we go.
Oh dear.
There we go. Yeah,
Oh
I'm
my
pretty sure
god.
they just saw small feet talking about really weird stuff, but okay, that's fine. It's not like we're gonna lose anything. Um, moving on
Oh my
aside, let me. You're an artist. I'm not. I'm just purely a designer. I would like to ask you about your. I would like to ask you about.
What was that about my Discord?
Nothing. What? Oh my god. We lost.
It wasn't on purpose.
Oh, it's fine.
What happened about my Discord? I have some really weird stuff on my Discord.
Yeah, really weird stuff in your Discord. I told you you're showing your Discord.
Like there's like chat-based Discord servers. There's Anime Haven servers.
Shut bad.
And then there's some Facebook-based servers. There's some really weird stuff on it.
Really weird.
It's actually my mom. It was actually my mom calling me for dinner.
Get used
Oh.
to it. Don't worry about it.
Anyways, yeah.
How long has the stream been on? Oh my gosh.
I don't know, honestly.
Just check.
We find out
115
it's almost
minutes.
About 2 hours.
I think
Oh my
we,
God.
Almost 2 hours.
we should
Yeah.
wrap up. You guys have anything else?
Huh?
I think we are done with the main topics.
We got carried away.
We are done with the main topics.
Well, you guys better wrap up about it, and I'll do the closing remarks.
Okay.
You're gonna do the sponsorships again, aren't you?
No, who do you take me for?
Actually ended up making.
He's
few
gonna do that.
poses.
I'm 100% sure he's gonna do that.
He's probably gonna do the sponsorship.
just do your closing remarks.
Yeah. So yeah, let me close off by saying there's one side which is trying to censor your content. It's a developing process where people are trying to differentiate between stuff. You have
Yeah.
AIs and bots.
It's a very
That's learning.
opinionated thing. It's a very opinionated thing, so don't mind anyone if they get too offended over nothing. Basically,
Yeah, and
to each their own. Basically,
and on the other side, you have to be more than an artist these days. You have to be able to
Yeah.
showcase yourself.
and the
Yes.
story.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys can go ahead.
You guys got
Yeah.
any closing remarks now?
Well,
I think censorship
Yeah.
right to say.
Ah.
Yeah, sorry, I couldn't hear Sensei. What?
yeah, I can
Wow.
hear.
What?
Yeah, I mean, I think we can't do anything about the censorship. All we can do is
Oh.
just whatever we draw, even if contains a bit of nudity or a bit of edginess, I think we just have to, spread it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spread it out in different ways, like all kinds of social media, because we can't rely on Tumblr, ArtStation to sell
Oh,
our
yeah,
stuff.
I almost forgot. So I told you guys about how ArtStation's app got removed from Google's
Yeah.
Play Store because of the explicit content.
Nudity.
Yeah.
The nudity in the artworks over there. So apparently, I guess ArtStation's gonna be doing that. Maybe they're gonna start purging stuff. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's up
I
to
guess-
ArtStation.
Yeah, it's up to them.
Art station.
But if you are looking to post stuff like that, you should check out Pivix, I think. Pivix.
Mm.
That site's totally fine. It's mainly a Japanese site, and I don't think you'll have any issues posting anything over there. There's a lot of NSFW artists over there, and then
Yeah.
you should be totally fine posting over there.
very much. There are
I mean,
there
did
are
we
many
talk
other.
about our favorite
Okay.
artists?
Who?
Our favorite artists. Each person's favorite artist.
There's only like a few of us so left in here.
Yeah, like I said, I only like Sunako. I think
Yeah.
that's how we
I
pronounce
don't
her.
know. I have a
Favorite
lot of
artists. We
artists
do
that I
have a lot
like.
of.
I like a lot of artists. Like I said, I collect references from everywhere.
Yeah.
So basically, my favorite ones would be Proco. Like right now, I'm learning all the anatomy stuff from him. And then there's some comic book artists which I'm following. Um, Let me see. I think I have some of their references there.
This is the end of the stream. That means nobody else is watching it now. I can make bad jokes.
Oh no.
You think you'll be
No.
saying good jokes this time? All this
Okay.
while?
Okay, everybody, I'm gonna probably get purged. My favorite artist is God Almighty in heaven, Jesus Christ. Praise the Lord, Amen.
What the
Okay.
hell? What the
Exactly,
hell?
exactly.
Oh my
What?
God.
Oh my god, it's almost 12 here. It's like 9 minutes till 12.
Okay, but jokes aside, artists and any other content creators just want to continue to do their thing, but it's all being restricted down because of other big boys stuff, yada yada. Because apparently the general public has also turned their attention to the internet. We'll just see where this goes on from now. We're
The
just
general
small
public likes
voices.
to think that they're holy.
Yeah, that one. We're just small voices trying to state our opinions. So
Yeah.
with that being said, thank you so much for those people that sat down throughout the stream. And the only real sponsor that I'm actually talking about is Monshoko. This isn't a joke. You can go check out facebook.com/Monshoko Creative Design Group. You can hire them to make you a branding logo, poster advertisement, or any form of design, and then we'll get you covered. Okay, that's all. And now we're gonna close the stream. Thank you so much for listening to another episode of Saltcast. Next time is probably gonna be Solar Station.
Probably if he decides to.
Yeah, if I decide to. But thank you very much,
If
everybody.
he decides to do it,
Yeah.
he's gonna be hosting it, not me.
Yeet.
I'm just gonna be goofing around like he does most of the time.
Thank you
Yeah.
very much. So with that, we are out.
Yeah.
Thank
So
you.
that's it. Anything you wanna say?
Yeah.
Nah, that's pretty. So I think if we wanna sell, I think fan art and like drawing for like YouTubers or something, YouTubers logo or gameplay or something. I think there are a lot of Japanese artists try to like fan art of the game, the famous YouTubers. I think that's how they sell themselves. Yeah.
That's a
There's
nice
a
idea.
there's a thing called at the moment in Japan they're doing as VR YouTubers,
Mhm.
virtual reality YouTubers. They try to they create a avatar, 3D avatar of
AI Kizuna.
yeah, it's like
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's
there's
like AI.
they
It's
call
like
it
AI,
AI.
but
They call it AI. It's actually a
Isn't
person.
there a BoJack Horseman kind of like VR YouTuber?
I'm not sure, but there are many VR YouTubers right now.
Mm.
Most
Uh,
notable in
it's
season I
not
in my
it's not
one
really
night.
We should
AI. Is artificial.
we should probably shut down the live stream. Talk about
Yeah,
that.
we should.
I don't see
Yeah.
why not. It's at the
We
end.
have 8 people
Just
watching
shut it
right
down because it's been like 2 hours ago.
Yeah, true.
Fine. Anyways, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Sub to
Bye.
all AI channels.
Subscribe to
anyway.
PewDiePie.
Remember Peanuts.
Subscribe to PewDiePie.
And
Stop.
sub to all the AI creators and
Ah.
artists and just
Sub
make
to
su-
me even though I don't post
and,
videos.
and if you feel like it, even though we make crappy content and post it once in a while, sub to us if you feel like it.
Follow me
Yeah.
on Instagram.
Thank you.
Oh, I
I don't
should
use
probably post
I
out
don't use
links.
Instagram.
I use Instagram, but I don't want you to follow me because it's
Shut down the lives.
Damn,
fine,
Brad.
fine,
Bye.
fine, fine.